It's time for my best metal albums of 2025. Now, I've got one rule, 15 albums that absolutely blew me away this year. We're doing things a bit different this year. Usually I run through 50 albums, but this year we're narrowing it down to 15 plus a few honorable mentions. Now, the big rule here is this. I have to own these albums physically. So if I miss an album you absolutely fucking love, chances are I don't have it on physical copy. There are definitely records I wish I could include, but if it's not on my shelf, it's not on the list. Simple as that. So yeah, too fucking bad. This is the biggest video of 2025. So drop your favorite metal albums in the comments below and let's get into it. And by the way, Happy New Year. We start a brand new chapter on the Jamie Horsley channel for 2026. And why not start with the biggest video, the best metal albums of 2025. First up is Nite and their album Cult of the Serpent Sun. Now this is a brilliant album from start to finish. Great songwriting, really catchy heavy metal, and that black metal edge running through it all just gives it an extra bite. Songs like Cult of the Serpent Sun set the tone straight away. Crow is my favorite. That chorus is just straight up evil. Carry On is a banger. And Winds of Sokar has some fantastic guitar work that really stood out to me. Look, there were so many albums this year that could have taken this spot. It was a great year for metal, but I had to narrow it down to 15, and this one made the cut, sitting at number 15 and absolutely deserving of it. I had to put Istapp here. Amazing. And the album Solter Sortner. Now this album is amazing from start to finish. Reminds me a lot of Borkniger's sound, and those orchestral elements, really strong, clean vocals as well. And the black metal vocals coming into balance, everything balances everything out perfectly. It just makes for such a great listen. I had to include this on my end of year list because it's that fucking good. Every song feels big and majestic. The guitar leads are fantastic. There are many black metal sections throughout, and they mix in some folkier elements as well, which really helps keep that medieval spirit alive. This album just hits. It just hits that epic melodic black metal sweet spot for me, and it's one I keep absolutely going back to. Absolutely deserves its place in the list. Next up is Helloween. Wow, what a great album this is. This is just amazing. I just think it's a really solid album with the three vocalists reunited again on their second album together. They're still just pumping out bangers. What I like about this one is that it is so damn consistent. There's no awkward dips, no tracks I don't want to skip. It just works. You can tell they're having fun, and the energy comes through in the song tracks like Giants on the Run, the fun, energetic, slightly poppy, A Little Is a Little Too Much, We Can Be Gods, This Is Tokyo, Universe, and Majestic, all bangers. I had this album on repeat throughout the year and it never really got old for me. It's one of those records that I just keep coming back to without thinking about it. And yeah, that's exactly why it made the list. Next up is Ghost and the album Skeletor. And this is just a really fun record. I have a great time with this one. I love the lyrics, the songwriting is solid, and there are some seriously catchy songs on here. I don't think it's their best album overall, but there's still plenty to enjoy. Tracks like Satan Eyes, Guiding Lights, Marks of the Evil One, and especially the super catchy Umbra and Cenotaph, all proper earworms. Now the guitar work is great, the vocals are strong, and everything is built around those big hooks Ghosts are known for. This album really leans into that 80s hard rock and heavy metal sound with prominent synths all over the place. And honestly, it works. It's fun, it's catchy, and it doesn't take itself seriously. This is one of those albums you can just throw on and enjoy without overthinking it. Not their strongest release by far, but still a really enjoyable one that I've kept coming back to. Next up is Behemoth. We are the shit of God. The shit of God. It honestly surprised the hell out of me. When the first few singles dropped, I wasn't fully sold. I wasn't sure where they were heading with it. But hearing the album front to back, yeah, I completely fell in love with it. Now, the blackened energy on this album is strong. There are big melodic hooks, heaps of atmosphere in the guitar work, and Nurgle sounds absolutely demonic on this record. Now, his vocals are vicious, some of his best in years. Honestly, the Shadow Elite sounds straight up evil. We are the Shadow Elite. So Insult with those tremolo riffs, just rips. The title of the track, The Shit of God, was one I didn't fucking like at first, but the more I listened to it, the more it clicked. It's epic, it's melodic, and it just works in the context of the album. To Drown the Sun in Wine is massive. O Venus Come is dark, heavy, atmospheric, sounding very similar to like O Father Set in the Sun and Igorrr, yeah. The Dread Vulture is a perfect way to wrap the whole thing up. To me, this is easily Behemoth's best album since The Satanists. The blackened atmosphere, the songwriting, the confidence on this, it just comes together. I keep going back to this one and just keeps hitting every fucking time. Absolutely love it. Next up is Saor, and the album Amidst the Ruins. And honestly, this album is incredible. This is epic atmospheric black metal done so well. Scottish black metal, soaring blackened vocals, beautiful lead guitar work, and an atmosphere that just completely pulls you in. I've played this album countless times and it's still on my rotation. Saor, you know how to do this style properly. Long, progressive songs and feels expansive and emotional without ever dragging. The use of traditional instruments like bagpipes, fucking flutes, cellos, along with piano adds so much depth and character to the actual album. Tracks like Echoes of the Ancient Land immediately draw you in, while Glen of Sorrow and Rebirth are just stunning, massive, emotional, and beautifully written tracks. This album feels ancient, proud, melancholic, all at once. A truly amazing release. It really is, and one I keep coming back to. So yeah, Saor, Amidst the Ruin. Okay, a couple of honorable mentions now, before the finale. This is none other Void of in the album Proof of Existence. This is DSBM black metal, and it's so good. It's depressive. I love the vocals on this. They're just harsh and aggressive, blackened shrieks. Amazing songwriting on this. Reminds me of bands like Shining, even Make a Change, Kill Yourself. Love this album to bits. I wish I put this on my list now, but yeah, this album is quite addictive. It's in your face. Amazing songs like Gift of Life, The Hollow Hymn, Decaying Years, great melodies, Proof of Existence. Next up is Soliloquent Famine, another honorable mention. This is melodic death doom. There are some great moments on this. This was one of my favorite albums of the year, but this has dropped a little just because I've been playing it so damn much. But Soliloquent is an amazing melodic death doom album. So Soliloquent Famine, amazing album. Go check it out. Well, I finalized my list and I totally forgot this album. Druk Shadowplay, amazing atmospheric black metal. The Ukrainian band just do not miss on this. This deserves to be an honorable mentions. It is one of my favorite albums of the year, but again, another 15, just slightly better than this, in my opinion. But yeah, Soliloquy, but Druk Shadowplay is an amazing atmospheric black metal album. Alright, next up is Helllight, We the Dead. This is Firienholt Doom. This is one of the best Firienholt Doom albums of the year. An incredible, depressing, slow, gorging album. It's just dark and dreary. Feels like you are trapped in a cave. It is so good. Echoes of Eons, Desperate Cry, As Daylight Fades, Obsolete Dreams, long fucking drawing songs, 14 minutes, atmospheric, dark, Helllight. Warbringer, Wrath and Ruin. Now, this is an amazing album. This is one of my favorite thrash metal albums. Can't believe I missed it on my list, but I am a retard. Don't forget. Oh, I totally forgot. But yeah, there are so many good songs like A Better World, Necromancer, Through a Glass Darkly. Fuck, that song is amazing. That is one of my favorite songs of the year, Through the Glass Darkly. So it's got those blackened vocals, it's blackened thrash at times. Yeah, so good, this album. Warbringer, Wrath and Ruin. Alright, so I'll reveal my next honorable mentions later on. Another black and death metal album that absolutely smashed this year and landed in my top 10 is Bellum Regis. What an incredible album. This album is terrific from start to finish. Dark, atmospheric, aggressive, just a really fun and evil record to sink your teeth into. I had to grab this one physically and I wasn't disappointed at all. To me, this album actually hits harder than Behemoth. It's dark, it's more death metal leaning and the vocals are just monstrous across the board. Everything sounds huge. Everything sounds huge and menacing without losing that sharp edge. Tracks like Vanguard, Bellum Regis, Iphigenia, Perrin Rising, Prophet of Archon, and Aegis Harp of Devilry. Just bangers after bangers. There's no dead weight here. The guitar work is excellent. The production is top notch. And the album knows exactly when to be epic and when to be straight up evil. This is one of those records that just keeps delivering every time you put it on. Dark, powerful, and so incredibly consistent. Easily one of my favorites of the year. So yeah, hate Bellum Regis. Paradise Lost and the album Ascension, and I really love this album. I don't think it quite reaches the level of Obsidian in my opinion, but it's absolutely up there. The Paradise Lost just do that Death Doom experience better than a lot of bands. Now they know how to write songs that actually feel something, not just sound heavy. This is definitely an album that grows on you on first listen. It might not fully hit, but the more you spend time with it, the more it sinks in. Songs like Serpent on the Cross, Tyrant's Serenade, Salvation, Silence Like the Grave, Lay a Reef Upon the World, Need I Go On, and Deceivers all deliver these really powerful emotional moments that Paradise Lost masters at. Now Nick Holmes sounds great here, the death growls are used well, but it's really his clean vocals that shine. They're emotionally charged, mournful, and honestly some of his best in years. And I love that the album isn't just about being heavy. There are softer, more reflective moments too, and that balance really works. What I like most about Ascension is that it feels like Paradise Lost pulling from every era of their sound. The doom, the goth, the thrash, death metal roots, all blended together, but naturally. Nothing feels forced, just a brilliant fucking album overall. Easily one of the highlights of the year. So good. Dream Theater and the album Parasomnia is a full-on return to form. I'm a big fan of Dream Theater, and honestly, I wasn't disappointed at all with this one. It feels focused, confident, and just genuinely inspired again. Like songs like Night Terror, A Broken Man and Dead to Sleep all hit hard in different ways. Then you've got the thrashy Midnight Messiah, which was such a fun surprise, and Bend the Clock. That song really got to me. It really did. The emotion in it, it is unreal, and that guitar solo from Petrucci is just incredible. To be honest, it's easily one of the best Dream Theater songs they've ever fucking written. And of course, the Shadow Man Incident, 20 minutes of pure prog metal goodness, amazing songwriting, insane solos, big fucking moments, quiet moments. It's everything you'll want from a long Dream Theater track, and it never feels bloated. Now, Mike Portnoy being back just feels right. The whole band sounds locked in again, firing on all cylinders, and delivering an album that actually feels quite important. This is Dream Theater reminding everyone exactly who the fuck they are. Absolutely love this record. Next up is none other than Igorrr. And that absolutely twisted album, Amen, is another one that really stuck with me this year. This thing is a mix of like electronics, death, black metal, and industrial, and somehow it all works. There's so much going on here, but it never feels messy. It just feels insane in the best way. I love the orchestral flavor on this album, the vocals, and just how intense some of these songs are. You can really hear that Flush God Apocalypse style influence with the keyboards and pianos mixed with crushing distorted riffs and these really strong grooves running through the tracks. Tracks like Headbutt hit hard, they really do. Daimoni is stompy as hell, Limbo is chaotic, and Blast Beat Falafel is just nuts. That mysterious Middle Eastern groove in the middle is so fucking good. Mustard Mucus is another standout, and honestly there are just memorable moments everywhere on this album. The production is spot on, too punchy, in your face, and powerful. The guitar melodies cut through nicely, drumming is impactful as hell, and there are these glitchy off the fucking wall moments, especially on tracks like ADHD, that just keep you on your toes. This is one of those up and down albums that constantly surprise you. Weird, heavy, theatrical, completely unhinged at times. Exactly what I want from Igorrr. A seriously tasty fucking album for 2025. Testament, Parabellum, absolutely unleashed in there. Honestly, I think this is their best album since the formation of Damnation. Testament are just ridiculously consistent. Nearly everything they've released has turned into gold with only a couple of average records along the way, and this one really surprised me. What I love about Parabellum is how it feels like a collection of everything Testament do best, or rolled into one album. You got that Blackened Edge on For the Love of Pain. Holy shit. Oh, what a song. The ballad like emotional meant to be, and then straight up thrash energy on Room 117. 117. Now it pulls from all eras of the band without feeling like a rehash. Also like they experiment a bit here, trying out new sounds while still staying quite true to who they are. The songwriting is excellent, it's heavy, aggressive, but also packed with emotion, which Testament don't always get enough credit for. Chuck Billy sounds fucking amazing on this, incredible on this album. He's drawing in death growls, even some blackened shrieks in places, while still delivering those classic Testament vocals that just hit every time. Now his clean vocals are strong too. The guitars and drums are on point on this, solos rip, and the production is really solid. Everything sounds big, sharp, and powerful. This is easily one of my favorite albums of the year. A reminder of why Testament is still one of the best thrash bands out there. Holy shit. Love them.
The circularity of the hydrated corpse will ignite every
Next up is 1914 and their album Veribus Unitus. It's just a stunning black metal record from start to finish. This Ukrainian band know exactly how to channel war, grief and emotion through both their lyrics and their atmosphere. This album hits hard on every fucking level. The guitar work is incredible, the vocals are absolutely monstrous, and I love the way they use those old-fashioned inserts to horns and trumpets and period-style sounds that instantly drag you back into the 1910s. It had so many layers to the album, makes it feel immersive rather than just heavy for the sake of it. Tracks like 1914, The Siege of Premises, 1916, yeah, so they're all labeled the year, focus on Pacific battles from World War I. You can really feel that sense of chaos, loss, and brutality throughout. Now, these are the atmosphere is suffocating in the best way. The production's amazing. The second half of the album brings in guest vocalists, and it just elevates everything even further. Prisoner of War, which was 1918, featuring Christopher Scott, is incredible. And 1918, A Duty to Escape, featuring Aaron Stainfor, leans harder into the doomier side of 1914, which works so well with the sound. This is one of those albums that generally gets better every time you listen to it. Even though it came out late in November, there's no way it wasn't making my end of year lists. Emotional, powerful, and unfucking forgettable. I had to put Firienholt and the album Night Eternal in here. This is just epic black metal, and I fucking love Firienholt. Now, long drawn out songs, incredible melodies, and an atmosphere that completely pulls you in. Even with the vocal work change on this album, leaning more towards melodic black metal, it just grows on you more and more with every listen. Now, the atmosphere is one of the biggest strengths here. The symphonic elements are used really well. The climaxes actually feel earned, and there are genuinely catchy choruses throughout the album. You got soaring clean vocals, gothic leading sections, piano passages, and just fantastic black metal guitar work, tying everything together. It's grand without being overblown. A Land Beyond the Snow draws you in immediately. It does. That song sets the tone perfectly. The Veil of Haunted Shadows, with its gothic piano-driven feel, keeps the momentum rolling and really deepens the mood of the album. Black Wings in Sumerian Skies. Black Wings in Sumerian Skies pushes into more melodic death metal territory at times, but those melodies are incredible and hit hard emotionally. And then Entombed in the Halls of Stone closes the album in epic fashion, repetitive, emotional, and completely immersive. This is one of the albums where you don't just listen to individual tracks. You sink into the whole thing. It's beautiful, epic, atmospheric from start to finish. I've always been a fan of this band. I love them. I got every single album of them. So yeah, maybe there's a bit of bias here, but honestly, this album deserves it. And it comes at number 3. Yeah, so good. Firienholt, Night Eternal. I don't care what anyone thinks.
beneath the black shadow, across the night we fed the scourge that forced us from our home. Fear ignite our flame.
Patriarch and the album Prophet Ilya, holy shit, was released way back in January, and I'm still listening to it constantly. Now that alone tells you how strong this record is. This album leads heavily into folk, ritual, and Eastern European traditional elements, and the way those instruments are woven into the metal is just fucking beautiful. What really stands out is the atmosphere. Prophet Ilya feels massive and ceremonial, like a religious procession, turning into something darker and more unhinged. You've got traditional folk instrumentation, chants, and operatic sections sitting alongside black metal aggression, and it somehow all feels natural. The melodies are incredible, haunting, memorable, and emotionally charged. There's this constant push and pull throughout the album. One moment you're hearing solemn, somber passages that feel reflective and spiritual, and suddenly you're hit like with a manic black and fucking shriek and violent black metal sections. That contrast is what makes it so addictive. The operatic vocals and chants give it this grand, almost sacred feel, while the harsher vocals drag it straight back into darkness. The guitar work is gorgeous, melodic, without being flashy, a little bit depressive, and the songwriting is elegant, but still so powerful. Nothing feels rushed or thrown in for effect. Every section feels deliberate, like it's part of a bigger story unfolding across the album. This is I love this album. This was my favorite album of the year until one album topped it. Now this is one of those albums where you have to listen to it multiple times to really grasp everything that's going on. But every listen reveals something new, a melody you miss, a background instrument, a vocal layer you didn't notice before. It is genuinely addictive. Honestly, this was so close to being my #1 album of the year. It really was. One album just edged it out for me though. But Prophetia is easily one of the best metal albums of the year and an absolute standout. Let's do more honorable mentions. The great old ones, Cadav. Lovecraftian black metal, so damn good. I love how progressive it is. Me the Dream is a fantastic song. In the Mouth of Madness, The Gathering, Lang is such a beautiful song as well. And Astral Void, it's really dark, it's aggressive black metal, it's very evil sounding. It's so damn good. Love the vocals on this, but yeah, wanted to put this on my list, but I couldn't. So too bad.
I can finally see it's back.
Next up is One of Nine. One of Nine, Dawn of the Iron Shadow. Now this album is melodic black metal, it's atmospheric as well. Some incredible songs like Dreadful Leap, of Desperate Valor, Behold the Shadow of My Thoughts. Love the vocals on this, love how atmospheric it is. This was released later in the year and it's so damn good. And finally, my last honorable mentions, none other than Abduction, Exist and a Little Miss. What? This album really, oh yeah. I wanted to put this on my list, but I just couldn't. I didn't have the room. But yeah, this would be in my top 20. All the albums I mentioned would have been on my top 20 for honorable mentions. Loved it, love it. Production's incredible on this. It's really punchy. Love the black metal vocals on this. Love the guitar work, love the progressive elements. There's just so much to enjoy on this album. But yeah, that's my last final honorable mention. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, trees and leaves, my favorite metal album of 2025 is probably you won't probably expect, but I did put this on Unearthed and I did give it the highest rating, well, one of the highest ratings of the year. This album just grows on you and grows on you. It's Krixkua, The Womb of the World. Now, if you haven't listened to this album is genuinely unsettling. Like, I put this on late at night and halfway through, I had that feeling of, yeah, I probably shouldn't be listening to this right now. Not because it's heavy, but because it feels wrong. Now, from the start of So Spoke the Silent Stars, it already feels like something's being summoned. Those voices don't sound welcoming. They sound ancient, like you've interrupted something that was already in progress. And once it starts moving, it doesn't let you step back. And those synths on it, oh my God. And the slivering serendipity comes in and honestly it feels like something, the music is crawling. The music is crawling. It's got the same sort of melodies from the first song. The riffs don't just hit, they move. There's this constant sense that something is circling you, getting closer. You can't quite tell where it is. But the moment that really messed with me is the, you shall know perdition as your shrine. Yeah, That track is pure anxiety, whispers, screams, voices overlapping. It feels like everything is happening at once, and none of it fucking makes sense. It's disorientating, it's claustrophobic, it feels like losing your grip on reality while the music keeps pushing you deeper. And these voices that surround you, if you got headphones or AirPods in, the voices that surround you on that track, it's like you're a schizophrenic. You're hearing voices in your head. It's incredible, just incredible track. And the title track, The Whim of the World, that doesn't feel like a song. It feels like an ending, slow, crushing, distant vocals, echoing like something calling out from another place. It's heavy, but it's also weirdly beautiful in a way that makes your skin crawl. When it ends, it doesn't feel finished. It feels like it just stopped watching you. 4 tracks, nearly 50 minutes, no breaks, no relief, songs that are over 10 minutes, no moments of safety. This isn't your casual listen. It's definitely not. This is something you experience. And I've played this album countless times. I fucking love it. I listened to a lot of this incredible. I've listened to a lot of incredible albums this year, but nothing scared me like this. Nothing. This is a horrifying metal album of the year. And Crick Score, The Womb of the World. The moment I heard it, I said, yeah, this is my favorite of the album of the year. The production's incredible. Everything is so good. The songwriting is chaotic, but it's controlled at the same time. But holy shit, the sounds on this album are just so dark, so evil. This is truly one of the scariest albums I've ever heard in my life. If you haven't heard this already, I mean, the album Poison Palinopsia, which I do have somewhere down there. Poison Palinopsia, which was, I think, released in 2021 or 2022. That was an incredible album. 2 songs, 25 minutes each. It was progressive. It was just chaotic death metal. But they completely changed the sound on this. It is so damn evil, this album. It is so damn scary. And that's why it's my number 1. Fuck, I love that album. So yeah, that's it. What a way to kick off 2025. What a way to kick off the new year. An incredible year last year. Already I'm listening to some fantastic metal albums of this year, 2026. And you know what? The first episode of Unearth will be released next week. So yeah, what an incredible year last year was. Some amazing albums. 2026 is expected to top 2025. Metal every year just keep getting better and better. So let me know in the comments below your favorite metal albums of the year. Do agree, disagree in my opinion. Keep discussion on in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.